Hello and welcome back to Shakesyear. We are working on The Merchant of Venice, and today we get to hear from Bassanio in Act 1, Scene 1. Bassanio is a friend of Antonio, and they had been sort of looking for or at least Bassanio had been looking for Antonio. Antonio had been hanging out with some of his other friends who were like, "You're sad, let's try to figure out why." And Antonio's like, "Well, I'm not worried about my money, and I'm not in love, so I don't know." And his friends are like, "Well, maybe you're just the depressive sort." And he's like, "Yeah, probably." And then Bassanio and Lorenzo and Graziano come in, and they notice that Antonio is also kind of sad, but they're like, "Well, maybe you're just the sad kind of person, and that's how that goes," that sort of a thing. But since Graziano and Lorenzo were helping Bassanio find Antonio, Antonio's friends have since left. Graziano and Lorenzo make their niceties and then they leave. And now we have Antonio and Bassanio talking to each other. And they're no longer interested in discussing the nature of man. Bassanio gets to the point in why he was looking for Antonio by saying, "'Tis not unknown to you, Antonio, how much I have disabled mine estate by something showing a more swelling port than my faint means would grant continuance. Nor do I now make moan to be abridged from such a noble rate, but my chief care is to come fairly off from the great debts wherein my time, something too prodigal, hath left me gagged. To you, Antonio, I owe the most in money and in love, and from your love I have a warranty to unburthen all my plots and purposes, how to get clear of all the debts I owe." So this is a really short one, but it's setting up a lot of stuff. Bassanio is coming to Antonio saying, "I have overspent myself, and I have also borrowed more than I'm able to pay back, and I owe the most to you, Antonio. But Antonio, you're also my best friend out of all the people that I owe money to at the very least. So I have an idea for how I could make bank and pay back everything that I owe to everybody." So of course Antonio's like, "Yeah, tell me what this plan is." And we get to find what the plan is tomorrow. In tomorrow's monologue, we get to hear from Bassanio again. So real short one for today, but I'll see you tomorrow as we start to see this plan unfold, which, hint, it's going to be a lot of exposition for the play or a lot of foreshadowing for the play. It's going to set up like everything else. So tune in tomorrow and we'll find out what this play is about beyond a couple of merchants who live in Venice. I'll see you then. Mwah.